Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good? We are not the same. Episode 5. I got my bro here, Victor Ibarra from Panama, Central America. One of, Panama has my heart, right?
Yeah.
It has your heart too, I know. But we're in the States now in the land of opportunity. So I'd like to get into your story, man, on how you started, man.
Shoot.
Like
Well,
when your dad got here, how did this work? Like, how did you become here, Bob?
okay.
In Burlington, North Carolina, at that, people. Let's get
Burlington, straight to Burlington.
Yeah.
From Panama. Well, my name is Victor. I came to the U.S. Back in 2007.
Very nice.
I was 14
Dang,
years
that's
old.
not that long ago if you think. Oh, it is a
It
long
is,
time.
no, bro.
Yeah, I was a junior in high school.
Junior in high school. And I remember when I first met you.
So no English.
No English, bro.
Damn, bro, that's hard.
So I remember actually the first day I came to Williams. That was the day I met you.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you remember the exact what I was doing? Or?
Yeah, I remember you were in PE.
I was crazy.
You had. I remember you had your basketball. You had a basketball
Football
jersey.
Oh, okay.
With some nice Jordans. And there was this guy that was like, "Hey, bro, there's a guy from Panama."
No way.
That he told you about.
Damn, I don't remember this, bro.
Yeah. And then you were walking and you were looking at me, and I was like, "Man, this guy's not from Panama. This guy's white." But yeah, I do remember that, bro. That was back in 07. I was straight, no English, different culture. I went through a lot of like obstacles during that time, especially the language, bro.
Yeah, I bet it was so difficult, man.
It was
transitioning from a language, your first language, to something brand new, but you had to adapt.
Yeah, I had to adapt to this new culture. I had to adapt to everything. I didn't know what I was gonna be facing.
Bro, and let me let y'all know, coming from that part of the world, which is Central America, to here, it is night and day. As soon as you get out of the airport, the heat smacks you in your face so hard, and the humidity, and the people, and the city, and it's just
the noise,
the bam, 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 the beats. I love it though, man. So to come here to this quiet ass town is. It's a blessing too. I like the city. I think it's a good city to grow family or to become something. And
you realize that afterwards though,
right?
When you're like only 14, 15 years old, like you're still thinking about your friends. You're still thinking
bored as hell.
Yeah, you're still like, damn, there's nothing to do here.
Right.
So, but on the other hand, I'm actually happy that I came to Burlington because it made guys that you made you see the opportunities that you could do,
for sure.
Build, but also like the quietness.
Yes, sir.
You get to focus more. You get to to realize that hey, if you take care of yourself, like nobody will.
Right.
I got in here. It was actually during that 2008 house crash.
Oh yeah, very big. Yes,
so
affected a lot of people.
So I'm over here, like my dad was telling me all about this, the United States being the land of opportunity.
Was your dad already here? Sorry to cut you off. Was he already here before you came?
Yeah, my dad was already here back in '98.
Okay.
And then, he came in here and started working. There's a lot of opportunity, this and then the third. I came in here about to lose their house.
Really? So they already had bought a house. He's been working at a job. He's got his credit up. He's doing good. And all of a sudden, poof.
Yeah. And the next thing you know, like my dad, obviously he doesn't really speak really good English, but then he knows that like, hey, I'm paying this bill, and I'm noticing that like
you pay like 4 times $1 million at the end of the day at 30 years, which is crazy. But man, bro, I'm sorry. I just
yeah. So so that was the thing, and going to school, that was our challenge as well. Getting to know people, understand how the whole dynamic here. The school system was another issue that I was facing because I didn't know anything about CP, AP classes, honors, none of that.
Wow.
So they put me on CP just because I didn't know how to speak English.
That's crazy.
But guess what? I went to a private school back home. So I was really good at math, algebra. I was really good at a lot of things.
What's crazy is they're more advanced too.
Yeah, my education in back home was a lot more advanced.
Yeah.
I graduated within 3 years without knowing the language.
Crazy.
And the only obstacle I had was just learning English.
Yeah, which that came as much as you kept practicing.
Yeah. Here now.
Right. She spoke to you in English the whole time.
The whole time, bro. Yeah. And thanks to her was the reason why like I became pretty fluent.
So you went to Williams High School in Brownston, North Carolina, and then what was next? Did you go to college or?
I went to college. Obviously, that was something that for my family, my mom, she has her doctor's degree, and that was something that like the mindset that we had back home was like, yeah, you have to either be a lawyer, a doctor, you got to be somebody to be successful, right?
Right.
So that was the mentality that I still
It's
had
still
from
like
back
that to
home.
this day.
And until I realized it's not,
Right.
be a doctor, you don't have to be a lawyer.
Exactly.
To be successful.
Exactly.
So I went on board. I went to community college. I was trying to go to university, and then from there I got into barbering, and I was also helping my brother with a nightclub.
I remember that. Que lo que?
Que
Que lo que was lit in the city, y'all.
Yeah,
my brother. You know.
So my brother opened up a nightclub in Burlington, and I was helping him while I was going to school.
Right.
And I was doing a lot of things, man. I was going to college.
Grinder.
Just grinding.
From a different country, and then you adapt here, and you're like, oh, I gotta go get it. So I want to ask you, why barber?
It was actually while I was working at Home Depot, the owner of the
I remember that, bro.
Yeah. And so I was working at Home Depot. On top of that,
and your brother worked at La Fiesta.
Yeah,
I remember that.
So the owner of the school came in, and we just clicked from day one, and he thought that I was doing this because I wanted to get a commission. When in reality, Home Depot don't pay a commission,
right?
But just because I wanted to help out,
your customer service, your hospitality. Yeah.
So at that point, I was actually on survival mode because I didn't really make a lot of money. This guy, all of a sudden, he's like, "Hey man, I want to offer you something. I want to offer you tuition for free.
Okay.
To go to barber school.
A tuition for free. And how much does that normally cost? Like $7,000?
At the time was $7,500.
$7,500. His personality bought it for free. Let's get it. What's going on next?
Yeah. So I got my license, and then from there, that was actually towards the end of Que Lo Que, to the end of my brother's business.
So this was like what, 2012?
Yeah, something like that.
2012, 2013. Yeah.
So my brother and I got into my brother. He got into his own business, a car dealership, and then I got into barbering at the time. So we pretty much split ways that moment, and I decided to focus on barbering, even though barbering back home was like the lowest income.
You want to tell them how much a cut used to cost? I think it's up a little bit now.
Yeah, it's up a little bit now, but back in the day, a haircut would cost $1 to $2.
Barbers, where you at? Where you at? And they used to be fresh fades too, like design, anything you want for $1 to $3.
$3, yeah.
No AC. If you had an AC, maybe $1 extra, right?
Yeah, something like that. So like you're coming from this mindset, going to I was going to a private school back home, and having that mentality, you have to be somebody, and then I'm over here focusing on becoming a barber.
Right.
Once I became a barber, I'm like, dang, I had to do. And I felt a little ashamed saying that I was a barber just because of that mentality.
I think that's a great path.
And but I didn't care about it. I was just like grinding on that, and so I did my apprenticeship in Greensboro, build my clientele base. I was able to learn marketing because of my brother.
Yes.
And then from there, I took it off, and I had a lot of people that would travel like an hour, 2 hours to come get a haircut from me. That was when first Instagram and Facebook was actually getting popular.
Exactly.
And then from there, I decided to open up my own little shop here in Burlington. It's actually the DMV.
I remember, right?
There used to be an ice cream shop.
Yeah, it's a little. If you don't know, it's this little spot off of Mevin Street. Yeah. There used to be a Circle K in front of that. It went away. Now they sell like I guess like stuff you put it behind the car and pull it for storage. And then there's a gas station brand new that just opened up, and I think that's a BP. It's a small little thing. You cannot miss it. It's been there since you were probably born if you're watching this.
Yeah.
And do you own that now?
No, I don't own it.
You still rent it out?
I still rent it out because I have sentimental values about that.
Oh my goodness! So you have
that was my first. No, actually, I'm renting it out to a barber and a tattoo artist.
Oh, very nice.
But I don't want to let go because that was like the first business I owned.
Of course.
And it's been over 13 years now.
That is wild, bro.
And I would like there was like 2 years that I was still paying rent, and I didn't want to let go. Yeah, nothing in there, and I didn't want to let go. But I'm actually about to let go.
Okay.
If it doesn't work out with these two people that I'm working with.
Right.
Because I'm now able to.
You were able to pull income from this place.
Yeah. Up to this day, I'm still.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's prime time if you think about it. It's maybe a little spot, but everybody knows what it looks like. What question? What
any business you put in that building
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no marketing whatsoever. I was really good with the fire marshal.
Okay, of the city.
Of the city at the
Uh-huh.
time. I think he retired.
Uh-huh.
Stuart.
Uh-huh.
And he goes and he was like, "Hey, Victor, you need to find a bigger place." Like, literally, people were there. Like, we were sardines,
Packed.
bro. It was packed.
How many seats did you have in there?
At one point, I had 4 barbers
4.
in that little spot.
But if you look at it, it's bigger than what it seems, because I got some work done by Victor there. We'll get into that later, but it's way bigger than what it looks like from the outside. It looks like a shed.
It looks like a shed.
But there's a bathroom, there's walking space. He has a secretary desk in there, if I remember, when you walk into the left. I don't know if it's like that now, but it's bigger than what it seems.
Yeah, it's bigger than what it is. Yeah, but it's actually a house because it has a foundation. It's not a shed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like it has a slab and everything. But anyways, so the fire marshal walked in. I was cutting his hair. I was like, "Victor, you're gonna get in trouble if you keep doing this. You gotta find a bigger spot."
Because of the people coming in.
Yeah, because of the overcapacity.
Yeah.
And so within the same landlord, I was able to get the spot I have now. That's on Church Street next to Southbound Fountain Shop. So
that's a good spot.
I
think the Roses own that, right?
They're
a good family in Burlington.
Yeah, the Coreys.
Oh, the Coreys on it.
Yeah,
shout out to the Coreys, man. I'm trying to get him on one of these podcasts.
Yeah. So he's been they've been great to me.
You still have that spot to this day?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have a gentleman that's a partner with you?
No, it's me.
It's you.
Yeah.
But you have management, assistant manager. It runs just like a regular business.
Exactly.
But you don't have to be there. You're not there day to day.
Maybe I'm there like 2 hours a month or something like that.
And what do you do when you go in there?
I just check and talk to the manager.
Do you check the cleanliness? You check any of that?
We have a structure. I was able to create a structure where I have people that will come in on a weekly basis and make sure that they do their job, and everything is basically on the management.
I like that because at the end of the day, barbers are their own boss, so you treat
Exactly.
your station how you want your business to be treated.
Exactly.
Right? So that works pretty.
The barbershop has standards that they have to follow, and then also the assistant manager. I mean, the manager that I have in there. Like he was actually the second barber I hired in the little shop.
Okay.
So he's been with me since day
He's a
one.
good guy.
Great guy. So I let him manage the shop to whatever he feels is best for everybody.
Understood.
Even though in the beginning it was kind of hard for me whenever I left the shop because I wanted the shop to continue to do the same thing, but I realized that that is not as best for you to be there and be micromanaging.
Right.
As long as they do at least 85% of your job, that's more than enough.
Right. That's understandable. So that's been running for how long?
By itself for like 7 years.
7 years. Wow. Congratulations, man.
Yeah,
that's big, dog. 7 years.
And we have 13 barbers.
And it's running on its own.
13 barbers.
13 barbers.
Clientele like crazy.
Crazy. Application, download, set your appointment. I mean, anytime I cut my hair there, it was like strictly like that. It was professional. Yeah. You had your set time. If you walk through the door, everybody's looking at you like, did you sign up for the app?
Yeah. So it got a little because we were used to doing a lot of walk-ins, but then we realized that doing appointments was a lot better. It was because of time management and things like that. But
and it's also guaranteed for the
client,
the client and for your
barbers too. Yeah.
So they understand how much money they're going to make that day.
Yeah.
All of that. That works pretty good. How many people do you think go there a week?
Every barber should be doing a week about 40 to 60 clients. So week. Times 10, 13.
What's the math on that? I don't even know.
No.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot for a city like Burlington, man. And you have, I've heard people say it time and time again, it's the best spot to go to. Mm-hmm. It's super prime. They treat you well. I remember you at one time you had a little bar set up as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you still do that.
We still sell beer. But
so you had to have an ABC license to do that.
We still carry the ABC license. We had a bar with draft and stuff, but it was what I ended up doing was remodel. I've remodeled that shop for like maybe 4 times already, because I like to make new changes. I like to see what works, what doesn't work. When we first opened up the coffee shop and the bar, we were the only ones in that area. It's great coffee, and like all the coffee shops opening up around the area.
Right.
It kind of killed that part of the business, which I'm okay with, because at the end of the day, that was actually the remodeling that I did right now. It gave me more space.
Of course.
I was able to bring more barbers.
Right.
So it kind of.
Can you explain to people? I heard you say you reinvested in your business. Obviously, income's coming in, but you also have money aside to revamp your business,
right,
to make it more modern. I don't think people understand how critical that is.
It's important because you're allowed to do a lot of things. When you reinvest into your own location and remodel it, what happens is that it creates that that wow uh, feeling for the client.
I gotta come here every time.
I gotta come in.
Yeah.
And they always say every time I come in here, like it looks like there's something different here. So they love coming here because they always expecting to see something new, something better. And it also helps us go up on our prices.
Yes.
You have to have some type of excuse or some type of compensation for you to go up on prices, and it's gonna be better for the barbers that are working with me to be able to make more money.
You set the set price, or the barber does?
We have a standard pricing, and all the barbers are all for it, and they all trust the process,
the system, the process.
So whenever there has been actually one time that maybe one or two barbers were complaining that we're going up on prices and stuff. But there was actually a lot of the OGs that being in the shop. They were like, look, the beginning, whenever Victor would go up on prices, I actually wouldn't trust it. I was against it, but I would see it that he would make it happen. I would see his after the fact, I would understand his vision.
Right. My fault, bro.
I'm outside with the barbershop. We already opened a second location in Greensboro.
Barbers in there.
Right now there's 7
that you're looking to structure. What's the max?
The max is 10. And then
so
two separate suites.
Yeah. 2 separate suites.
Yeah.
Damn, let's go, baby.
And then a couple months ago I closed on a new property in Charlotte.
Bro. Big. So that's another barbershop you're working with.
Yeah.
Very nice, bro.
But so the two shop, the one in Greensboro and the one in Charlotte, those are my properties.
Completely.
Oh, completely. Yeah.
So you'll collect rent.
I'm collecting rent
and rent from the chairs.
Yeah.
My brother. You see that? That's how you do it.
Yeah.
My man came here in 2007. What's your excuse? What is your excuse? So if you're tuning in this podcast or this story or what, lock in, because you're gonna get some great information. Now, Vic, how many people you made cry cutting hair or transformation? I know there's got to be a story out there, because when you did if you don't know, I haven't shaved my head yet, but he did my micropigmentation, bro. And I tell you, people, when they cut my hair, like I was in Colombia, and he was like, bro, why don't you let it grow out? I said, look at it deeply. He was blown away, bitch. Yeah. He was blown away. So, man, how many people did you? Oops. All right, there we go. Sorry about that.
No,
let me end it really quick. Go ahead. But my fault. Go ahead.
No. So, man, the first time was when I did a homeless lady that she was going through a lot, and that was back when I was first cutting hair. We went a lot of community service, and that's one thing I need to get back on, because actually it felt really good back then when you would give out free haircuts to the homeless here in Burlington.
Of course, that's always a plus, man.
And so this lady started crying because she felt great about the service provided, that she felt that, and just by seeing her crying like that, that's it was very, very touchy for me. With SMP, man,
can you explain SMP?
So scalp micropigmentation is a form of a hair tattoo that simulates the hair follicles into the scalp, similar to microblading, but we actually focus on a different technique on the scalp. So it's good for men and women, and anybody that actually suffers of hair loss, has any scars on their scalp, anything that had to do with hair loss on the scalp. SMP is ultimately the best option for those who are seeking a change.
Fire, bro. He's changing people's lives, man, every day.
So you get to meet a lot of people with different types of alopecia, different types of hair loss. People that has gone and tried so many different things, that spent thousands of dollars on different solutions, and nothing
really worked for them.
Onto the fact that they'll get SMP, and then after that they'll see the results and how it works. And yeah, it's a life-changing
How'd
experience.
You find the SMP?
Bro, I was scrolling on Instagram. There at that time there was nobody around here. It was maybe a company in New York, and a couple people in Colombia, and then Montreal at the time.
Doing this,
yeah. There was maybe I would say 5 to 6 companies around.
You know the founder of who started this?
Yeah. So
you met him before?
I haven't met them, but I know who they are. They actually sold the company to Bosley, the big hair transplant industry.
It's called Bosley. There's a company called Bosley that
that's the company
that
bought. Yeah, that was the company that bought the
Micro-
pioneers of SMP.
Was there a patent on that or something?
There is a patent on that. I suppose I'm not supposed to use the word SMP.
Oh,
but
because it's theirs.
Because it's theirs, yeah.
But it makes the most sense. Yeah.
So so they started in England,
Uh-huh.
and then the first company here in the U.S. was in Texas.
Wow.
And then I was like,
those people though, right?
Yeah, my company is the first one in North Carolina.
Papa, let's get it. You hear this?
Yeah. So I had to get out of the city. I had to get out of the state, the country to learn this service. Brought it back in. People looked at me like I was crazy. And then I would always get people like, "Hey, how's your little business? How's your little hair tattoo going?" And that was like the beginning. Like people would always tell me that, it would make me feel bad, right? Yeah. And I was like, "Damn, am I doing the right thing?"
You are, no, brother.
I had a vision, you know.
You are doing the right thing.
And now, I mean, I started traveling back in COVID. I started traveling, teaching people how to do SMP.
Man, bro, I saw that, bro, and I was like, "Look at my boy go, man! Yeah. No fear in the world, just a go getter, standing in front of hundreds of people, explaining them this new idea that came about and how you could change people's lives, man. What, bro?"
Yeah, it was an amazing experience going into like the conferences and be able to talk to a lot of people. Mind you, I'm before this, like I'm an introverted person, like
very quiet, shy,
bro. Being in front of a lot of people.
How was that? How's it drilling? How'd you prepare for that? Did you have a script or did you?
No script, bro. Like the best thing to do is just to close your eyes, believe in God, pray.
Facts.
And then walk in there like you own it. Walk in there like you know more than everybody.
See what you're about to see. See everybody happy, engaged.
Yeah. Because one of the fears that I had was like, dang, what if somebody comes in and start asking questions, started like
and you didn't
trying to act like they know more than me, right?
Yeah. So you're talking in front of a bunch of barbers,
or people that needed it, permanent makeup.
Wow.
People in the same
industry,
umbrella in the same industry. Yeah.
Wow. And how was this set up? Was this set up by you or?
No, it was an invitation. I would always get invitations from all the companies.
Look at my boy. Let's go.
Yeah.
And now you're doing something, man. It looks like it hurts so bad.
It doesn't hurt, but it seems to be painful.
What's that called? That's
a hair transplant.
Hair transplant. I know y'all seen it online. People going to Turkey and stuff. Did you know that my man's in North Carolina and can do the same thing and better? Yeah. Explain that process because it looks like it's surgery. It looks like little nubs of skin, blood everywhere.
So for those, I'm not a doctor. I am a hair loss consultant. Okay, I specialize in hair loss. I specialize in scalp micropigmentation. For those who are suffering on hair loss, I'm the 1 to 2 hours to explain the whole process
to a customer.
To a patient. Yeah. And because you have to tell them exactly what you're doing in the whole thing.
But you line out on their head, use a pencil,
right?
You show exactly where it's going to come from, all this stuff.
You have to check with the camera how many follicles they can extract.
Oh, cameras and everything.
Yeah, it's a microscope that you check their donor area and things like that.
Wow, bro.
So you have to pretty much explain the protocol of everything, and a lot of clinics they just do a 30-minute consult where they just tell you, oh yeah, it's going to cost you this much, and a lot of times you're not even a candidate patient just because they want money.
But you don't do it. Obviously you do it because you're here to help somebody.
Exactly, because I do SMP.
Yes.
You know, if you're not a candidate for transplant,
yes,
SMP is your best bet, and I love SMP because I haven't done it myself.
Yes, me too. But like I said,
yeah, I haven't done my beard. I had a transplant as well.
And SMP, right?
And SMP on my beard too.
Man, the video recently of a cream or anything. Now?
I'm using lidocaine.
Lidocaine.
So.
At all,
like nothing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
How many sessions is it?
It usually takes 3 sessions. And what I like to do, like a follow up, and I offer like extra sessions if they need to. Because at the end of the day, if they're already investing $1,000 with me,
yes,
like why not take an extra session to please somebody
even more? Recommend somebody else.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Word of mouth is huge, man.
It is, man.
Right now, I get a lot of people coming in from out of state, Virginia, and South Carolina.
Vic, how do they contact you through social media?
Social media, smp.victor.e on my Instagram, my website, scalpmicropropro.com.
So they see it off like a reel or Do you do?
I do a lot of things, man. I do it from Google, TikTok,
loss?
right? That's just my part of niche
Yes.
of my business.
Yes. I guess every business is different because mine is more focused on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. We done Google ads, but I guess when people
it is
right,
a lot of people don't understand.
so
what
people
SMP is.
fly to come see you.
Yeah.
You do the 2 hour consulting. They stay the extra how many days?
Well, if they're from far away, like I do a virtual call.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't use the camera. This is for SMP. You don't need a camera for SMP.
For SMP, I don't need a camera,
Yeah.
but for a transplant, I can still do it over a video call by giving them an estimate. I can't give them like a concrete price, but I give them an estimate of how much, and then if they want to go move forward, then we'll go for
Every client's different on pricing.
Every client is different, man.
Depending on the hair follicles.
Depending on a lot of things, depending on how depending on their expectations, depending on how much loss they have. And also one of the things that I like to ask is like, what's your budget like? Because at the end of the day, like I'm here to help you find the best option and want to make sure that you're happy.
Right.
It's not for me to kind of figure out how much you can afford, but
Understood.
it's more about like, hey, if you want to spend this much, then
Understood.
I can help you for that.
That's good. Have you ever turned any customers down because you couldn't really do anything for them?
Yes and no. If they're becoming a red flag in the beginning, I'd rather not take care of them because I'd rather be honest and say that I'm not your good provider for this.
Yes. Do you recommend them to somebody else or not?
It depends because if I see that if what they're requesting is definitely not going to be a good thing to do, I don't recommend them to. I don't want to recommend that headache to another person.
Right.
Because a lot of times what they see, they don't think that it's gonna work on them. They think that whatever they see is gonna work on them.
Right.
And that's the issue, and that's the mistake.
Bro, what you're doing is absolutely amazing. I am so fascinated by the whole process. But you mentioned for the treatment, the what's the other one called?
Hair transplant.
Hair transplant. That you need a doctor.
Yeah.
Go into details with that. Why, doctor? Because it's surgically.
It's a surgery.
Involved.
It's a surgery involved. Here
so
in Greensboro,
does he have to be there watching the process, or
no. I don't do the surgery.
He does.
Yeah, the doctor that I work with does the surgery. I am the technician, and I'm the one that takes care of the patient. I'm the concierge of the patient,
yes.
And I'm the technician during the.
Do you or a doctor, for instance?
If it's an MD, like the MD here, they what they do is that they just learn how to do the procedure. The doctor in Panama, she's been doing it for a long time.
Hold up, you said Panama.
Yeah,
you have a.
Spot. I was just in Panama.
I know you have a spot in Panama, but I want them to know that my man has a spot in Panama as well.
Yeah.
Is it cheaper out there?
It is cheaper.
It is cheaper out there. Yeah. So
it's almost half the price if you go with me to Panama versus getting it done here in the
US. Really?
So it's because no. It's because of the fact that I can compete with Turkey prices, right? But I can, the quality versus what most companies in Turkey. Not everybody, but for the most part,
there are some good companies.
There are good companies in Turkey, but it's so hard for a patient or for somebody to figure out which one is good, which one is not good.
How do they view that? Off reviews, off results, patients talking, doing.
Yeah, I mean it's the hair transplant industry is very commercialized, bro. That any clinic do everything in their power to convince somebody to get it done.
So they'll convince a person to do a testimony and said, "Hey man, say you're."
Yeah, there's this company in Miami, bro, that they do similar pricing as Turkey, and the next day when they come in to get their wash, there's a lady that comes in and hands and actually take away the patient's phone, and they write themselves a review.
No way.
Yeah, like that's how bad it is in the.
That's just sad. Yeah, because you're coming to change your life.
Yeah. So you hear a lot of horror stories from companies, actually major companies and mom and pop companies around the area.
Is there a situation where it can get affected or bad? Or
yeah, absolutely.
Have you seen anything like that?
I have heard and I have seen also a few clients getting some bad works.
Dang, that's tough, man.
Yeah.
You're spending so much money on a procedure, and
not only that, bro, you're basically destroying people's life when you know. I mean, one of my good friends, bro, he's actually he just became a rapper. Here in High Point, and he I did his SMP about I would say 7 years ago, and you're not supposed to do a patient at young age, man. The clinic around here, I don't want to mention the name, but they took him as a patient when he was 23 years old. and they did the old school scar.
Oh my goodness, I remember you telling me that where they cut the back of your
Yeah, the strip.
head.
Yeah, and this guy's been working with the strip.
And did did the SMP help him out?
Yeah,
So
SMP
you
helped
covered
him
it
out.
all out.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's amazing, man. The SMP, I like SMP.
Yeah, SMP is the ultimate solution for hair loss for those who have severe
And it's
hair
cheaper
loss.
than,
And it's 100% cheaper.
and it's not as painful.
It's not as painful because now I use numbing for those who
Right.
like feel like, hey, I don't have a tattoo.
Right.
You know, is there another option?
Man, that's dope, man. Bro, I'm just blown away by this because I've seen tattoo artists trying to do this.
Yeah.
And I've seen pictures on your page, like photos or stories you shared where the ink blob is like a big circle.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you get those patients?
At least I see like 1 or 2 a week.
A week?
Yeah.
They went to a tattoo artist trying to do.
Yeah, but it's not exactly a tattoo artist because I don't wanna bash on tattoo artists because tattoo artists is an art, and now that I'm into SMP, like I do appreciate tattoo artists' art, and it's mainly those that have taken trainings, YouTube University or people that are trying to make quick money.
Understood.
So it's not just a tattoo artist.
Yeah,
there might be a few that are trying.
Yeah.
But not every tattoo artist is a bad artist.
But there's tattoo artists that do SMP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do a good job. Some of them don't want to take training because they're like, oh, I'm a tattoo artist. This is easy.
Right.
And they think that it's the same as a tattoo.
Right.
But
how many SMP? Is there any other SMP consultants here in North Carolina?
There is a few in Raleigh, Charlotte area.
Did you teach them?
No, there's a few that I've taught here in the state. But I feel like I don't know, man. People here in the state they would rather go outskirts to learn instead of
learning in house.
Because I feel like they're not gonna get as much.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is crazy.
It's just like go spend this money somewhere else instead of bringing it in the state. You're close by home. You got to go pay hotel. You got to go pay whatever.
I have actually a student there. He's actually really good in Greensboro by the beach. He's good.
Yeah. Did you teach him?
I taught him how to do SMP.
What's his name? Let's shout him out. Anybody in Greenville, North Carolina?
Greenville.
You know his name?
You
remember his name?
His IG is Papito SMP.
Papito. If you're in Greenville, get Papito. Hell at Papito. You heard? Papito. We need the.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good hustler.
You know, man. I lost hair at. I didn't lose. Well, yeah, I was losing hair at like 26 years old, and I would. There's a funny story that one Easter I was at my wife's family's house in Martinsville, and we were playing baseball in the yard, and I ran to first base, and my hair just started going like this because I tried to cover it up, and everybody was laughing. I was like, "Yep, I gotta shave it off," and I shaved it at 27. I liked the look, and then you reached out and you hooked me up, and I've been blessed ever since. I know I may days.
About like 6 years, right, or 7?
Yeah, probably about 5 years.
5 years,
because I've been a bit in. But the only piece that you do is back. You see the natural line. I like to wear hats. I do, even with my SMP. I'm not gonna front because I've been always a hat guy. Yeah. But when I don't, or I go to a function where I dress up nice, a suit and tie, or a family event where or a nice restaurant, the hat comes off and the lineup is fresh. Yeah. Easy. Man, I want to know how many people's lives you changed. Man, probably thousands, no?
Yeah, I would say thousands of people, man. Because when I started traveling back in COVID times, I would go to LA a lot, and I would pretty much bless a lot of people over there. New York, Texas as well.
What's the importance of giving back, man? Like you gave me an opportunity, like to be happy with myself, and I think that anytime in my restaurants, for instance, I see somebody or I have a conversation with, I'll just give them the food for free, man. I think those blessings come back way stronger than ever, and I see you do that a lot.
The first thing is it has to come from heart. Like that's like if it's como si te nace el corazón. Hazlo without even expecting anything in return, and you do it and you feel great. It's more about you and your.
That's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, and man, along the way, man, I'm telling you, I've been I've been looking into. I've been meeting people, and thanks to SMP, thanks to also barbering, that have taught me so much, and I've been blessed that God put me this type of clients on my path.
100%.
Because you not only I'm changing people's life, but I'm also learning things from them.
Right.
And
the
it's just
conversations
wisdom.
you have with them, everything.
Right.
Like that's why I'm doing this, man. I'm doing this because the more conversations I have, the better at communication I'll be.
Yeah.
And I get to take people's story with me forever. And your great great grandkids will see this.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if YouTube still exists, which I think it will. It's already gonna be on file. So like I love what this is. This is episode 5, and I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna try to do 365
Yeah, let's do it.
a year, bro. And I'm just gonna get entrepreneurs. I'm gonna get all kind of people. Vic, what kind of other businesses have you ever tried?
I actually tried a food truck before.
Yeah, I remember that.
Barbering.
How was that experience?
That was a very challenging experience because I have no clue about food truck.
Did you have any partners or anything? Or you solo?
No, solo.
Solo.
Man, my wife, she was the one, bro. She saw me with the food truck. She didn't know what to do, and she's like, "Well, let's go, let's get it."
Let's do it.
So yeah, she's been.
Shout out to wife, man.
Yeah.
She's been by your side, man.
She's been on my side for a long time now, and she still is, man.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I love her to death.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I tried it for 6 months. I broke even. I didn't like it.
What did you like about it? The hours,
the hours, the food that you have to keep up, the
inventory,
the employees,
payroll.
You have to depend on people. It's just all of that, and then the returns, it wasn't as pleasant as how you
understood. Sometimes I think I'm in the wrong field, but I think God's where He wants me to be.
Yeah, but yeah, so but thanks to the food truck, I was able to invest in my second shop.
Wow, seriously.
So I'll tell you how the numbers on the food truck. Bought it for 10 grand. Sold the pizza oven for.
What year was this?
This was 2014, 2000. Yeah, 2015.
It was before my journey for sure.
2015, I would say. Around that area.
Yeah, it's definitely before me. I remember you being on Huffman Mill Road, I think, right?
Yeah, Huffman Mill Road.
So the trailer was the trailer food truck.
Trailer. And
the trailer cost you 10 grand.
10 grand.
Already built out.
Already built, but it was dirty as hell.
You had to clean the hell out of it.
Yeah, it took me a week to clean it up. Like literally a week.
Scrubbing.
Grease, it was all grease.
Where did you find it on Facebook?
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, shout out to Facebook Marketplace.
That guy ended up being a classmate of my stepmom.
No way.
And this dude like realized that, and he started giving me a bunch of free stuff.
Yeah.
Like
you were a barber then already, right?
Yeah.
You already had your first shop.
My first no. I was ready. That was my first year in Greensboro.
Okay.
As an apprentice.
Yes.
So I get this money. It was actually inherited money from my aunt that passed away. She gave me. I mean, it was 10 grand. Pretty much spent it all.
Invested all.
All
money in.
All money in. My family was mad. It's like, what the fuck are you spending this money in this food truck? Like, so yeah. So they had a pizza oven. I sold it for $3,000. $7,000 in, and then.
So you want to do a pizza from the beginning? Like, I'm getting rid of this shit.
I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Hook it up.
Generator.
Everything, bro. I even had a whole soda machine, like those.
No way, a gas one.
A gas.
So you had tanks and shit too. Oh gosh.
So yeah, I hooked it up. Rented for 6 months. Didn't like it. Put it in front of the barber shop, and somebody walked in, bro, and he was like, "Hey man, are you selling the food truck?" I was like, "Yeah," but then whenever
double up,
and this guy was like, "You know what don't we rent out first?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I was renting it out for like $350.
He took care of it, everything.
Yeah, like he literally like.
Did he wrap it and all that stuff?
No, he didn't wrap it. It was for his wife because his wife was like wanting to do a food truck.
When you're on a restaurant, calls come in by. But it's good.
But yeah. So yeah, man, and he rented out for a year. I got my money back a little bit more. And then I sold it.
So you made your money back and then you sold it for profit.
$1,000.
What?
Yeah.
Y'all hear that? Would you sell it on Facebook Marketplace as well?
Yeah.
Man, Facebook Marketplace is the place to go. I've sold so much shit on it, bro.
Yeah. And then with that money, I was able to open up the second shop, which is the one that's on Church Street.
Man, your journey is amazing, bro.
But it was hell, bro. Whenever I opened up the second shop in Burlington, because it was a bigger spot. I was in almost 300 square feet, and then jumped into a 1,200 square feet.
Right.
And then the first year was crucial because it was so hard for me to find barbers, right? And then at the time I had a barber that was opening up his own shop,
Right.
and I was here, and then every barber that would come in to see the shop, he was on the back like, "Hey, I'm opening a shop in Gibsonville."
No way.
So he took.
No.
So then me being a boss and trying to be nice.
I remember this story. I think you.
I was trying to be nice.
How many wars? Not wars, but how many like competitors? Like, man.
But see, back then you would always you would think that you had competitors, bro. But once you're in the business for so long, the only competitor you have is yourself.
Woo! We all hear that, right?
Yeah.
That's right, man. That's deep.
Because that's a mindset.
Super mindset.
It's a mindset because if you ever
know your worth.
And everybody like here, there's so much opportunity that you can you don't have to. I mean, there's so much money that you can make.
Right.
And that there could be so many barbershops in this town,
Exactly.
and you can, if you do the right thing and if you do what you're supposed to, if you build a relationship with your clients, if you do the right thing for your clients, bro, they're gonna
be loyal to you every step of the way. Bro, that is very true.
But back then, I would always feel like, oh shit.
Do you ever go through any emotional stages right now as being an entrepreneur? Like as far as like, I feel like roller coaster.
Yeah, so yeah.
I've never been to therapy, but I heard it's good.
Is
great with me?
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk after this.
Yeah.
Therapy's good. Okay, what else?
Talk to your wife.
Prayers.
Pray.
Yes.
Bro, I'm telling you, this past 4 months.
Talk to me.
All the clients I've had, they've been.
It's alright. Take your time, bro.
It's been unbelievable to.
Super important, brother.
And it's so important, bro. Like
super.
4 months I've gotten clients that would come in, and they would preach or they would bring in the word of God.
Come into your shop and just preach. Yes.
And I would just listen and respect their time, right?
Yes, sir.
There was a time that I was like, you know what? Let me pray.
Yes. With the gentleman?
Yeah, we prayed together.
Yeah.
Actually, a couple of my clients
got together and prayed.
And we prayed together.
While people were sitting in chairs?
No, my clients. It's a private.
I'm sorry.
Session
got
with
you.
My clients.
I apologize. I'm thinking it's a barber shop.
No.
Hey, everybody.
No. While I'm doing the procedure at the end, there's a couple of clients that will come in and talk about God.
Yes.
They appreciate what I'm doing for them. They hug me and everything. And they're like, hey, do you mind if we pray?
Yes.
They would ask me that.
That is deep. And what do you say? Yes, let's pray.
Of course, let's pray. We'll close my eyes. We'll listen. And but then a couple of weeks ago, I was going through some, like you said, the roller coaster.
Right. The emotions.
And I go and I'm like, and I grabbed my wife and I was like, come on, let's pray. And I hugged her. And we started praying.
Oof.
We started thanking for everything we've had accomplished.
Yes.
All of the success that we've, know, and then also asking for a path, asking for greatness.
Yes.
Damn,
that's so deep.
And it was the feeling that after the prayer that we had, it was great, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, within 30 minutes, people that I thought that they weren't going to get the procedure the same day,
right? They
called back, paying for deposits.
No way.
Like, all of a sudden, I started getting a lot of phone calls, clients wanting to get the service.
No way.
Yeah. Because
that is so deep.
Because and I'm not saying this that you have to pray in order for you to make money, but I'm saying it's like,
be grateful. Be
grateful for what you have, and also, pray. But it also has to come from heart. I think that one of the things that before this experience, before this past couple of months, I wouldn't pray. I would always just dang, why am I going through this? Why is it so hard to get clients? Why is it so hard to do this? Right. Because you want more, but you never appreciate what you already accomplished.
Big facts. Big facts, man. That is so big, bro. That's so big. I said on a couple of other podcasts.
And I'm not religious. Like I'm not like I. Whenever I moved to the states, I coming from Panama, a Catholic. I went to a Catholic private
Mhm.
school, and I stopped believing in church in the
Why is
system
that?
because I would always hear because I just didn't like the system of church.
Yeah.
I have my opinions upon religion, upon the actual system, upon the people that are on earth. But
Right.
now I'm believing more in God and the faith,
Yes.
and making sure that my heart is at peace,
A
making
hundred
sure that my
percent.
heart is,
100%. I love that, man.
and I think that's what matters the most.
I love that, man. I went to, like I said on the previous podcast, I went to Colombia for a month.
I
I
remember
was,
you were telling me.
yeah, I was super lost.
Really.
Yeah, I was super lost. I was just like, man, everything's on me. I feel like it's my fault.
Mm-hmm.
Like this employee left, or this, or the sales are going down. And this is like November, December, and
Mm-hmm.
January are the slowest times in the restaurant business.
Wow.
And I just get every year this piece of like, I don't want to call it depression, but it's like just confused. Am I in the right field? Am I doing the right thing?
Mm-hmm.
So I went out there, bro, and I just lived life to the fullest. I enjoyed the air. I enjoyed the walks. I enjoyed the mountains. I enjoyed the people. I enjoyed every piece of it. I think Medellin, Colombia is my happy place. And then behind that would come Panama, which is my mom's country. Um,
I love Medellin. I've been there
man,
multiple times.
it's so beautiful art. And I don't worry about money. I don't worry about anything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just take it all in and come up with new ideas. I go eat at certain restaurants. They have different styles, and you bring all this back. But one thing I did realize that money is not anything. I hear I'm chasing. I need the nicest Corvette, which I just sold. I didn't care about that car no more. I wanted the biggest house next to this one. I only got a wife and a daughter. Why do I need a bigger house? If anything, we'll buy real estate and flip it, and I'm sure you do the same and get them rented out. It's a secure income, and your money's safe. Um, but I realized like I don't need much. I like to dress, nice, but like the clothes here now, it's been here. I don't feel like buying any more clothes. My
Mm-hmm.
closet's full. I'm very grateful. Um, Shoes and this and that. Obviously, when you're in public, you have to dress the part. If
Yeah.
I'm in a restaurant, I'm gonna dress how I should be representative and all that. But at the end of the day, I was just like, God is love, and the most important piece out of all this was love. And when you said you hugged your wife and you prayed, I felt that because that's gratitude and that's love that he was able to put y'all together to live this dream, and she's
Yeah.
been by you by your side the
Yeah,
whole
we went
time.
through struggles too, man, and it's one
It's
of those
beautiful
things that,
moments too,
yeah, you have to realize who you really for you. You have to realize who really loves you and
100%,
care for you for the best.
a
And
hundred
yeah,
percent. I'm with it, man. And your success is so beautiful, man, and what you accomplish, and you as a person is just amazing. Every time I come across you, you have the utmost respect, present yourself in the best manner possible, and every one of your clients, the way they feel, I feel. So I understand when you say these things. I understand exactly what they see, and I think that, well, I know if you continue this path, brother, God is going to continue to bless you
yeah,
throughout this journey, and you can do anything you want to in this life.
yeah,
You just set the goal up, take action, and you know the rest, which you've done already. So you know the process, you know the system, you understand your business, you understand where you want to go to, and I think all of that is there. I think you got it all. I think that you could. I think that you'll probably be a president of Panama one day. You never know, bro. If you want to do that,
yeah.
I can't because I'm not a Panamanian citizen. Well, I am a Panamanian citizen, but I wasn't born there, so I don't
Mm,
know the rules if I have to be born. But long story short, man, I think that you could do anything. Your family, your brother as well. He's a great entrepreneur, man.
yeah.
He has wonderful businesses. I would love to get him on here one day, so he
But
can
one
explain
of the
his.
things I would say is like, w- and I hope that when he sees this, that he doesn't make fun of me or he doesn't brag about it. But because my brother's like that
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Y'all compete a lot.
We do, we do, we do.
That's a brother
We're
supporter,
very
huh?
competitive.
Uh-huh.
It got to the point that we're just very competitive with money, with just what we do, what we
Uh-huh.
accomplish. But I'm to the point right now that it's like you said, like money is not everything.
Nah,
And when you realize that there's a lot of other things that can actually make you happy
facts.
by building relationships, by doing things
Facts,
for the
man.
community, by making an impact
Yeah.
in your surroundings. I think that's more important than just making money.
100%.
Money is just a tool that's gonna help you
100%.
achieve faster results, achieve faster things in life.
And it's like we have to work,
Mhm.
so might as well create. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
But
But and I was like, oh shoot, that's easy. I could do that.
uh-huh.
If I that, I would probably be working for somebody else. You know what I mean?
Wow. Did your dad have any influence in this?
My dad, what I learned from my dad, man, my dad is a very hardworking man. His ethic and work is top notch, bro.
Right.
And that's what I learned from my dad.
Right. Right.
My dad doesn't have any experience in entrepreneurship,
Right.
but he does have experience in working hard and maintaining his and being respectful to
Understood.
to
I met your dad a couple times, but I think I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I definitely remember what he looks like though. He looks like you, but just a older version.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a hustler in his old ways. But,
do you plan on retiring in Panama
um
one day, or do you see yourself here your whole time? Or
I honestly don't have that answer yet, but I see myself having a place in Panama. I've seen I like Costa del Este. That's actually like one
beautiful
of the,
place.
It's a very
high-end,
very
it's super modern. It's
safe.
safe. It has everything you need.
Yeah, so I if I ever were to invest in just pleasure, because I don't see buying a property for business, because Panama is just a different ball game
Yeah.
when it comes to that. But if I were to do that, it would probably be in that area. That way, my kids can go there every night, once in a while,
Yeah.
and can experience.
Well, would
the
you
life.
stay there like 6 months and come back, or a year?
Not that long.
Not that long.
Yeah, I would just.
What's the
stay.
longest you've been since you've been here?
The longest I've been in Panama was like 3 months, and that was during high school.
Was that enough?
Yeah, that I understood that I couldn't stay that long.
Well, your friends. So your friends now, because you left Panama at
14.
14 years old. Your friends now, are they entrepreneurs? Are they still stuck in the same ways, or do you still communicate with them?
So I only communicate with my best friend.
He's still your best friend to this day.
To this day, yeah.
Wow.
And actually, when I was in Panama, I spoke to him. We have a great connection. Man, life in Panama is hard, bro.
It is.
There's a lot of obstacles for people that lives in Panama, and one of the things about him is that he has his mindset is to push, to continue to ways how to survive.
Finish school, university.
Yeah, he went to university.
You have to. In Panama, I feel like you have to university.
You have to have a title for this thing to do. And if you don't have a good title, you know, either you in politics or you have connection.
Right, right.
It's different here.
Different.
Here you can hustle yourself, and
you can sell something out of the trunk, and next day you open up a tent. Next day open up a shop. Next day open up an empire.
Right.
Crazy. Right?
Panama is so hard.
It's so
because the town is too successful.
Yeah. But you know what's crazy? Also opening up.
Yeah,
I would think it would be cheaper.
No,
it's not. I can get 1 mil of freshly squeezed juice, and it'll cost me $25. Now, mind you, the labor is
cheaper.
Around $650 right now.
A month.
A month. So you have the labor there. The food cost is, I believe, you're making way more money on the food because they're charging the same prices here, and then the rent is a little cheaper in the business. The only thing is I don't know about is the
depends on the area though.
Yeah. So for instance, like Casco Viejo, if I was to open up a super modern restaurant and kill it with the theme, music, have influencers push my brand, go to the radio stations, kind of like music, but just have people push this brand like ven acá, comera, you know, whatever.
Influencers, bro.
Influencers work really good in Panama.
Yeah. And have good connections with other people.
But that's my dream. What do you think? You think it could be achievable?
It could be achievable for sure, bro. Because the food industry in Panama is more
thriving.
It's thriving. It's a lot more. They're bringing a lot more gastronomy.
Yeah.
So it's all about how how tasteful the food is. The food is.
And the experience.
And the experience. And
they like to take their phone out and record, just like here. Like here. And
But the price is about the same
it's
wherever
either
it's.
here or Medellin. But I saw Medellin's price. I saw a restaurant out there for sale for $30,000,
Oh,
fully equipped in El Poblado,
oh wow.
where thousands of people go every day.
Yeah.
So you buy that restaurant, switch the concept, and kill it. Use a
You can.
concept nobody has, which I
Mhm.
got in my brain, and freaking murder it. Kill it, bro.
You
That
can.
minimum wage in Medellin is $350 a month. Did
Oh
you know
wow.
that?
No, I didn't know that.
So I'm obviously a plate's gonna cost you $15 instead of 25 at a nice spot.
That's cool.
But I don't know, man.
I think you should do it because the food industry is way different than the barbering industry.
I'm just so happy out there, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy out there. But I came back and now it took me maybe 4 days to readapt. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy again. I'm happy in Burlington. I'm happy to pull up to the restaurants and check in. And
Yeah.
it's something about it coming back home too. But as soon as I got back to the airport, I knew I was in the United States. How structured it was. Everybody was like robots. And you
Yeah.
got your passport on you? This line. And you know, the dog walking around. It's crazy how different the worlds are. And it's right down south. Um, Vic, you got anything else you want to talk about or any say?
Um, man, I just the moment you text me today, I was like, yo, let's do this podcast. I was like, man, for sure, let's do it.
Man, my bro pulled up, man. He
Yeah.
pulled up instantly, man, and I am super honored to have
Mind
you.
you, I was this past 2 weeks been so busy.
Yeah.
But I just this is something that I wanted to do because it's more like it's also like therapy, bro. Like
Yeah, it is,
you
man.
get to hear, sit down, get to vent, get to realize what you've accomplished, get to talk to somebody that's from the same town you're born.
Yeah.
Like I look up to you as well when all
Man,
the things that
thank
you've
you,
done,
bro.
man. Like I'm so happy that you freaking killed it from the food truck and now, bro, you got
Man,
multiple
thank you so
restaurants.
much, man.
Especially coming from the same culture as
Yes,
me,
sir.
same town, same high school.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's
And
wild, man.
how we were able to do something for ourselves and to not give up. You know, because I feel like one of the things we got in common is that we're not complacent with just working 9 to 5.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes,
we're
sir.
looking for something better every day.
Understood, man. And
Internally
yes.
And having a different lifestyle that, you know.
You got it on the head, man. And again, I am super grateful for you, man. I thank you. I admire your grind. I admire the empire you're building. And I see you, bro. I see you. I see you from the distance, but I see you, bro.
Yeah.
And it's super impressive to take this and turn it into this, and then turn it into this, and then what's next, dog? You know,
Real
only
estate.
God knows, right? Real estate. There
Real
you go.
estate.
Real estate's the key.
So yeah, man, real estate's been good to me. I can't complain with real estate, and I think that I'm gonna focus a little bit more this year in real estate, um, because real estate is the way to go.
Yeah, I like real estate as far as commercial too, because you can create a cash flow
Mm-hmm.
and then create rent and charge rent.
Mm-hmm. And not only
Instead of-
that, but you can also sell the business afterwards after you have a
Exactly.
structure.
and then still collect rent,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But a home, you just collect what it is.
Yeah. Unless if you're able to build equity from that house,
Right.
create an ADU if you
Uh-huh.
have the lot available to do that.
Right. Or if you have to, yeah, exactly. If you have a lot to do that, man, that's yeah. Real estate's a shit. But my wife is she's been in real estate for I think 2 years now, and she's
Mhm.
finally getting a grasp of it. But at first, it was crying, and I didn't understand this, and the test was super hard, and
Mhm.
I don't know if I can do it. But her mindset, I knew she could do it, and she knew deep inside she could do it, and she's doing it, man.
Yeah.
So
My wife is also a realtor.
really,
Yeah, she's been a realtor for 4 years now.
really,
Yeah.
man, I heard that test is way harder than any
It's hard.
university test that you could possibly.
No, wait. My wife was actually no. She's been a realtor for longer than that.
Really,
Cause she was pregnant with my first daughter, bro.
really.
Yeah, and she failed it multiple times, and I think 2 times, and then
Third time, yeah.
Yeah.
My wife too. Third time's a charm. But yeah, man, real estate's what it is, man. My man Vic, it's an honor to have you here. Vic, you want to announce your Instagram or website or
yeah. So
social media?
you'll get to know me a lot better on my Instagram because I like to post some of my personal stuff. SMP.VictorE. You can always reach out to me, send me a message. I'm an open book, and any questions you guys have in regarding to hair loss, real estate, barbershop. I mean, I'm here to help. I mean, this is something that you know.
That's right. Man, I thank you so much, Vic. I'm excited. Hey, you're welcome here anytime. I would love to speak to you in 6 months, see where you're at.
For sure.
I know you're not going to stop. I know you're a bull. You're going to run and run and run and figure it out and strategize. And I think that's what it's all about, man. you did with me today, man. I thank you. And
Yeah.
to the people that's going to watch this video on YouTube, reach out, man. Comment below, and we'll see you on to the
Make
next
sure you
one.
subscribe.
Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Again, thank y'all. I love y'all. Peace.